ordinarily, we would celebrate this day and this ritual in person. We would be in one room together and pour water from the places of our lives into one common vessel. We can't do that today. But we can still find connection in the water. In the vessel next to our chalice is our water from last year. I kept it on the bookshelf right here in my study to use for rituals where we might want the water of our community. And all of those smaller jars, they're from our Zoom services. Do you remember how we put stones in the water for our joys and sorrows? This is that water. This is the water that has held this congregation's joys and sorrows from Easter through summer solstice. This is Easter, where we explored having more than one feeling at a time. And Choir Sunday, where we found joy in music together. And Youth Sunday, where we received the wisdom of our youth. Mother's Day, and our deep desire for peace. The blessing of the animals, when we shared the wonderful creatures who share our lives. Coming of age, when our rising youth came before us and told us what they believe and find meaningful. Our flower ceremony, where we celebrated our unity and our diversity. And we also sat with our tears for violence against Black people. That one is salty. That's Perfect Avocado Day, when we watched our newest young adults crossing bridges over streams into their adulthood. And solstice and Father's Day, when we felt the blessings of the sun and energetic nurture of all kinds. That's a lot of water. We brought ourselves to these moments sharing Sunday after Sunday. This water has already been blessed by our congregation just by sharing it, and it will be our ritual water for the year. But this is not just a Sunday community. I had asked in the text blurb for all of you to bring a glass of water and an empty bowl. I'll pause here in case you need to get that. Just a simple glass of water and an empty bowl. Okay. We bring ourselves to this community, all of ourselves. So for each thing I say that resonates with your life, I invite you to take a sip of water, just little sips, because there are a lot of things. For journeys we didn't take. For learning how to spend time with people in new ways. For remembering how important washing our hands is. For the things we learned from the news that made us cry. For people we have lost this year and couldn't mourn in the usual way by coming together. For times when everything was too much. For everyday chores like grocery shopping becoming really hard. For friends and family we don't see in person or don't get to see in the same way. For new opportunities and new ways to get involved with a community or do something that matters. For school and everything that involves. For work, whatever that means to you right now. For all of the interactions that make our lives possible and give our lives meaning. For time spent in nature. For resisting hate and planting love. For time spent learning new things. For hard decisions. For hard work. for deciding to hope, for glimmers of joy, for going to bed at night and deciding to keep going tomorrow. For our lives. If there is any water left in your glass after all of that, I invite you to pour that into the bowl. If you collected other water during the year, add that too. And if you're with others, pour it all into one bowl. And then when our service is over, pour it into the earth. I will pour some of our ritual water into the earth too, and it will all meet up in the water cycle.